Well, when I first drove in this property, I had two major impressions. One was the beauty of the place. It was perfectly spectacular with the Palisades. But the other thing that really caught my eye were the vineyards that were there, the Hillside Vineyards. And although they were 50 years old, I could see that they could hold a lot of promise. At that time, in 1972 and 73, when we moved here, not many people were cultivating grapes on hillsides. That was primarily because it was easier to do the valley floor. That was the tradition, and that's what had been done for many years. Our first vintage was 1978, and the 1978 vintage was coincidentally by far the best vintage of that decade. We had 7 acres, we got 1,000 cases of wine, and that was, if you will, the grandfather of Hillside Select. There were huge challenges, and of course as a new vintner, I had my share. The most important one was that I couldn't get pickers because of the heat spell that was going on, and I was unable to pick the grapes when I wanted to, and it took me 3 or 4 days before I was able to pick them. So inadvertently, we were picking grapes at a level which gave us wonderful flavors, which is what we're seeking today. The word Hillside Select for us was sort of a natural because although we'd used the word reserve on our 1982 cab, we decided that because it had no real meaning or criteria, we wanted to have something that was more distinctive. So because we had Hillside Vineyards, and because we in turn selected the grapes from the blocks, the best blocks for that, we came up with the name Hillside Select. Doug coined it. As a result of my publishing experience, I arranged to have it trademarked. Looking back over these more than 30 years and the development of our winery, which started from scratch, is indeed a source of great pride for me. It's been really an amazing run for us, and I attribute it clearly to the wine quality and the grapes and where the grapes are located, as well as to winemaking skill, in this case of Elias, and to our marketing. I think you'd have to say it's a three-cornered stool. I never, in those early years, ever thought that Hillside Select would reach the kind of level that it has today in quality and in attractiveness to the marketplace. I can certainly remember that when we moved here, wines like BV were held in very high esteem. And never in my thinking did I ever think that we would have a wine that could parallel that.